Yes, we are VDL, and we are coming to you live today on Thursday, what are we looking at? The 9th of December already. Ken Hoeve will be standing by up at Beaver Creek. We'll have Meredith Kirkman over in Vail Village. So we're going to give you the whole lowdown on what's going on with the weather and the roads and this upcoming storm that hopefully is going to drop a lot of inches on the Vail Valley. So we'll also have a little video with Joel Gratz. He's with Opensnow.com. He's a meteorologist, so he'll be giving us some details on what we can find. We'll also check out your possible future home with LIV Sotheby's International Realty. Get hungry for El Sabor. Ty Diaz had a chance to stop by that slopeside location, and we'll give you some details on some headlines in today's Vail Daily. But thanks for watching us. I'm Trisha Swenson. We're coming to you live from our studios here in Eagle Vale at the Vail Daily, and we want to invite you to chat with us. If you watch us on the platforms of YouTube or Facebook, you can just Google Vail Daily Live, hop on into one of those, chat with us during the show, ask us your questions, or maybe ask for recommendations on what to do, where to go. We're here to help you. We're your personal concierge in the Vail Valley. Last night I was at the Vail Valley Business Women's Holiday Soiree and ran into a gentleman who basically came to the event because he saw us mention it on the show. He went to Nap Harvest, grabbed his lunch for the day, and also has gotten his prescription eyewear at Eyepieces. So he's been watching the show and kind of following along on our recommendations on where you go. So that was super cool to see him. Tillman, I hope you're watching this morning. But yes, join us with the chat, and we'll keep it rolling throughout the day. Now, I do want to give you some details on the weather. Now, we're expecting to see the snow kind of pick up more in the afternoons. So this morning, slick roads, but we'll see that snow. According to Opensnow.com, we could see quite a bit of it overnight into tomorrow. We're in a winter storm warning all the way through 6 p.m. Friday. So we're just seeing the beginning of this whole winter storm. A little bit of low fog, low clouds, 29 degrees right now. But as we look at the next couple of days, here's what we're going to experience for our weather. We'll see the temperatures drop, especially overnight. So our temperatures are going to drop overnight, and that'll be great for snowmaking as well. So here's a live look. Traffic actually running pretty smoothly along the I-70 corridor. And I want to thank outlets at Silverthorne for this weather report. Elevated savings. Stop by if you're looking for some holiday gift items. But let's bring in our remote host now and find out what we have going on with our mountain reports. Who do we want first? Oh, we got Ken. Ken, I see it snowing already up at Beaver Creek. Give me the mountain report. What do we got going on up there?
It is. Let's get the people started. Good morning, Tricia, and good morning to Meredith. We'll be speaking with her momentarily. She is over in Vail. But yes, Tricia, snow has returned to Beaver Creek. 2 new inches reported as of 5:30 this morning, and the snow continues to fall. That's the same over in Vail. And to my understanding, depending on where you live, what elevation, we either have a winter storm watch or a winter storm warning. They're calling for a couple of inches down valley up to potentially a foot in East Vail. Let's just put it that way. There's going to be something in between that happens, but snow is in the forecast. Tricia, can I share with the viewers the footage of the roads on the way up this morning so that I can get them prepared? This is for you viewers. I stuck my GoPro to the side of my truck just to share with you what the drive was like up into Beaver Creek. This is what you're going to experience. Down valley, it is nothing but water on the roads, bit of rain, but once you come around the turn into Avon, that's what you're going to experience, and especially coming up into Beaver Creek. The plow trucks are out this morning. They're laying down their material. They're plowing things. Please give them the right of way. Let's get those roads cleared because everyone wants to come up here and make some turns.
Yeah, they definitely do. And Ken, I understand, probably just still Chair 6 of the Centennial Lift is open, the Chair Gondola Combo, and
That's
then
right.
the Haymeadow Express. So really, we don't have enough snow yet to open up new terrain. I don't think people realize how much snow you actually need to really cover all the debris that's underneath there, the rocks, the logs, everything.
Yes. That's accurate. I mean, I'll bring it up. I did some screen grabs of it before. And by the way, Tricia, did you catch my reels earlier? I'm learning about this. Keeping it real up here.
Yes.
I have the total. This was for Vail. but this will give you an idea on where we're at for the season. I did not screen grab Beaver Creek, but the 2 inches, that's equal for both mountains. In the past week, the past 7 days on Vail, they've had 6 inches, 18-inch base, 52 inches current for the season. So give or take a bit for Beaver Creek. Trisha, I was thinking to myself, we're like, all anxious, get up there and make some turns. It's still so early, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're not even really into the second week of December, so there's a lot of season left.
And Vail opened a week earlier than historically in the past several years, as far back as I can remember. Normally we're kind of that Friday before Thanksgiving. We opened 2 Fridays before Thanksgiving, November 12th. So,
Correct.
yeah, we're just getting started. It's happened
Yeah.
before. In 1980, fact, when we opened up Beaver Creek, we opened on December 15th, 1980, 41 years ago almost. And Ken, they opened for one day. They closed it back down the next day. And that whole season, Beaver Creek received 122 inches of snow throughout the entire
That's not
season.
much.
So that was,
Yeah.
40
Usually
years ago,
up to
41 years
300.
ago? Yeah, so it happens.
Yes, 41. Trish, I was 9.5 years old at that point. I think I was like the
Okay.
second grade. Well, we're going to send it on over to Meredith in a moment. Tricia, we have a great program coming from Beaver Creek. I will be doing some exploring. Also, we're going to find out about some great real estate deals that are occurring up here, and just to get people fired up. But I do want to advise everyone that if you're making the drive, wet to the west, and then once you get up here, everything you're hearing on the radio is true or tuned into. It's not like we got a bunch of snow, Tricia, but it's that perfect glaze where you could almost ice skate on it. So be careful up valley.
Okay, all right. So we'll say goodbye to Ken and Beaver Creek. We're going to take it over to Vail Village where Meredith is standing by. And good morning, Meredith. How are you?
Good morning. I'm feeling fantastic this morning. The vibe is in the air. We have an exciting weekend ahead, and today is the first day of Powabunga, as you can see behind me. We are stoked for this event. Oh my gosh, because last year in April, or in 2020, it was postponed, of course, because of the pandemic, but it is back, and it is going to be such a unique event. So we're going to be talking a little bit more about Powabunga later in the show. But
okay, and
yeah,
I see that ice sculpture behind you. They must have just put that up yesterday. That's pretty cool. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there's going to be some art with this event too, kind of some public art going along with it.
Oh yeah, and some crazy parties and some bumping music. It's going to be a dance party all weekend.
Okay, good. All right. But it looks like a lot of people are already heading to the slopes. They've got their ski boots on. I can see them going to the covered bridge. People are antsy. 2 inches new.
Exactly. If we have fresh snow, we're going to have a line at the gondola.
Yeah.
Again, it's only open at 9 right now, but just in a couple weeks, it'll open at 8:30. So just a little bit earlier of a start. So we'll mosey on down to the base of the gondola to kind of check out the scene a little bit later in the show. But I got a perfect view of the transportation center. We got skiers coming down. We got employees heading up to the mountain and different stores here. And it is snowing. I mean, the sky is white, so I'm expecting to see snow the rest of the day, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
I know. It sounds like we're just getting to the very beginning of it, and then we're gonna see heavier snow overnight and maybe a powder day for tomorrow. So, all right, Meredith, we'll let you go on your way and show us some more views of what's happening in Vail Village. But yes, we're gonna start our show today, and we already have some chat, you guys. We've got John Bonner saying hello. We're saying, Todd, let it dump. Yes, we agree. Dan Elliott, good morning. And then, okay, Stone Soup, whatever, he bought the, Stone Cold Soup, come on, Snow. Hey, yes, I saw those vintage snowshoes you got, and I'll be surprised if you can wear them out there. He said he was going to wear them out there. Yes, so thanks for tuning in, Tillman. We appreciate it. Okay, so if you want to chat with us, once again, that's how you do it. You can easily watch us on Facebook or YouTube during the live show, right, Meredith? All right, well, we're going to let her go, and we're going to take a break. We've got more coming up.
even more now than maybe before. The fresh air, good for your head, it's good for your heart, it's good for you physically, and it'll make you smile. And go rip some pow.
Let's go. I'll lead you, follow. There's nowhere we can't wander. I know you hear it calling too.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by LIV Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
All right, going to give you a quick look at the weather right now. Big news, snow is in the forecast, and that's going to be awesome. That's what we want to hear. That's what we've been waiting for. We've been enjoying the bike rides and the sunny weather, especially over the World Cup weekend, but now let it snow. Bring it on. We're ready for it. So our temperatures are going to be right around the 20s, upper 20s for right now, and then we'll see snow throughout the day. Our high for Vail, right around 36 degrees, overnight low in the 20s, and that moisture could fall in the form of rain, mountain snow, valley rain, and then we'll see it go through the night as well. Wind speeds won't be too bad this morning, but we could see them gust up to about 22 miles per hour as the storm rolls through. Well, for the next couple of days, we are at a winter storm warning and a winter storm watch, depending on where you're at throughout the area. Down in the valley, up valley, it all depends. But you can see those daytime highs for tomorrow in the 30s and 31 as we roll into our weekend. So new snow in the forecast, and we're getting varying amounts depending on who you're listening to or who you're seeking out, whether it's National Weather Service or Opensnow.com. But hopefully this will accumulate over the next couple of days. Maybe a foot is possible, maybe even a little bit more at different resorts. Just depends a lot about the wind speeds and a lot just how the weather patterns are going to be traveling. So let's quickly look at your weather. Mountain-wise, here's what we're seeing for the mountain report. We still have lift number 6, which is the chairlift gondola combination over at Beaver Creek, open for you, and Jimeno Express, which is the beginner area. And then over at Vail, you've got the Lionshead Gondola, Eagle Bond, and that'll take you over to Little Eagle Lift, which is the beginner lift, and the magic carpet over there. And then we have Chair 2, Avanti Express. That'll get you over to Midvale. And then from Midvale, quite a few runs actually to ski. We've got Ramshorn, Swingsville. We've got Slifer Express. We've got Cappuccino. We've got Powerline. So a couple around that area. And then you can go all the way to the bottom, back to Gandhi 1. And Gandhi 1 is where we saw a lot of people walking towards when we were speaking with Meredith. And that opens at 9 a.m. Beaver Creek will stay 9 to 4 all throughout the season. Vail right now is at 9 a.m. to 3:30. But later on in the month, closer to the holidays, we'll be opening up at 8:30. So I think that's around December 18th or so. So a little bit extra for you to get out there and enjoy. But that's a look at the Weather and Mountain Report. Road-wise, as Ken mentioned, we're going to see quite a few slick conditions out there today. And this is just going to probably deteriorate as the day goes on. Right now, looking at some of the images of Vail Pass, Vail, Dow Junction. A lot of people underestimate Dow Junction, but that's what I consider one of the most dangerous stretches of I-70. The big winding turns, the elevation change between east to west. It can really cause some problems. Bridges thrown in there as well. The roads on bridges freeze faster than the ones not over the bridges. So just keep that in mind when you're going to go over there. You can pay attention to cotrip.org. Chain law in effect if you're going up eastbound for big rigs, the trucks, and passenger vehicles. But make sure your snow tires are on or a good set of tires. you can actually get fined if you have tires that are bald, if they don't have enough tread. So a good measure is to put a little quarter in there, and if you could see George Washington's head, you need new tread. So that's just a little thing that you can look at. You can also download the app or EC alerts onto your phone so that you can keep up with things as they happen, and pay attention to vaildaily.com because we will have breaking news when we have closures and big accidents. So keep it tuned here. But speaking of the Vail Daily, here's your headlines for today, Thursday, the 9th of December already. Morning light, a beautiful shot here by our very own Chris Dillman on the cover. Snow was blown across Vail Mountain on Wednesday. They had been making snow as much as they can with the cooler temperatures, but pretty cool how the trees look in the background. But headlines for today, Vail Resorts goes shopping. Company announces acquisition of 3 Pennsylvania resorts that will join its Epic Pass products in the 22-23 season. More on that on page A3. Also in today's paper, Shop with a Cop. Santa's deputies. Shop with a Cop brings holiday cheer to kids across the Vail Valley. You can see this. They didn't get to do it last year. They did kind of a different abbreviated version, but it was so cool to see the kids and the cops out there and then wrapping the presents later on. So good job for all the people that donated to help make this event happen once again. And here's some more information about the new acquisition of ski areas on the East Coast. John LeConte wrote a good story about how the company plans to add 3 Pennsylvania resorts to the Epic Pass in next season. And Schmitz see opportunity in the former Gore Range Brewery. So you can see Chris and Janelle Schmidt, they signed a lease in November with the Gore Range Brewery building. So they're the owners of Craftsman right now. So everyone's wondering, what's going to go into the Gore Range Brewery? Well, now you know. So check that out. That's another story you can find in the Vail Daily. Pick up your copy today or just go online and I'll read the headlines, archive stories as well. Check out the entertainment calendar as well as get caught up on sports. But now let's take it up to Ken Hoeve. He's standing by at Beaver Creek. Ken? Oh, wow, you moved up to the mountain. What's going on?
Yeah, I was excited to share this with our viewers this morning. And Tricia, I wanted to touch quickly on the roads, as you had discussed, with the slipperiness and whatnot. And I think that we got to remind people, or have to remind people, to start the season off early, being super cool, and leaving early. Your lack of planning does not constitute an emergency for the rest of us. And with these slippery conditions, things are bound to happen. And also, stay out of the left lane unless you're passing. Let's make traffic flow a little bit better. Those are just my words of advice for this morning. And I do so while standing here. It's the only reason people will listen to me, Tricia, is when we show them this. And the cool thing about being up here at this hour is you kind of get to see the inner workings of what goes on. And a lot of people that visit the resort don't realize how much hard work goes into it from Beaver Creek Mountain employees and Vail Mountain employees to get things ready. And one of those is every night, snowcats come down and they groom this entire area, make it smooth. And then they have to replace the netting and the fencing for the lines. And it takes a little bit of time. So they're out here dealing with the snow. They've got one of their pups up here, and there's a bit of activity. I did get the official report for both mountains now. We'll start off here at Beaver Creek, 2 inches in the past 12 hours, 2 inches in the past 48. They have an 18-inch base depth. They've had 4 inches in the past 7 days and 47 inches for a total for this season, and obviously more in the forecast. You can actually see a bit of the storm coming up over the Game Creek area at 9, 10, and 11, kind of into here. So this is good to see. Where are we looking at now? Vail, 2 inches also, 18-inch base depth, 6 inches in the past 7 days, and 52 inches over the current season. So we're looking pretty good out there. Excuse me. I think I said Game Creek, looking toward Grouse Mountain, and up toward Strawberry Park. Just kind of to the west and to the south of us is what I would say. A big cloud is shifting in, and the snow seems to be intensifying. I would definitely advise you for goggles today to go with something low light, and also dress warmly, put the extra layer on, and maybe for the first time this season, put the boot heaters in and the glove warmers. Or maybe that's just me because I get cold easy. But it's snowing, Tricia. Tricia, I'm headed over to Beaver Creek. I got a great interview coming up.
Okay,
Real estate.
over to the Hyatt. Yeah, you're going to go over the Hyatt. Yeah.
Going over to
Okay.
the Park Hyatt, Beaver Creek,
All
to
right.
speak with
Go
Jeffrey.
warm up. Okay. All right, perfect. We'll let you warm up. And yeah, so Ken will be standing by at the base. You can see making snow there as well. We're going to take it to a quick break. When we come back, we'll give you some details on the weather, what's happening in Vail, and if there's any new terrain that's opening.
This is the planning effect. This is how it feels to know you have a wealth plan that covers everything that's important to you. This is what it's like to have a dedicated Fidelity advisor looking at your full financial picture, making sure you have the right balance of risk and reward, and helping you plan for future generations. This is the planning effect from Fidelity.
All right, we are back. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on at Beaver Creek, but I want to bring in my girl Meredith because she's got some intel on what we can expect with the Nutcracker happening up at the Villard Center. Hello, Meredith. How are you? Sorry, I probably kind of put you on the spot here, but we got to talk about this classic ballet that so many of the area dancers have been working on. And we've got 4 performances. We got a lot of opportunity to see it. And they're so excited to be doing this back in person again this year.
Absolutely. The Nutcracker is always so special on at the holiday season for these girls to perform it because it's such a magical performance, but also to attend it. It always gets me in the holiday spirit because it's a Christmas story. You know, it starts off with the main girl named Clara, and she has a big Christmas house party, and there's a bunch of kids running around, and she gets gifted a Nutcracker, and all of a sudden he comes to life and brings her to this magical world where all these different numbers happen. And so I know it's one of my favorite traditions to attend, but I also loved performing in it when I was young here in high school. So it is our local dance academy and the ballet company here in Vail.
Yeah.
But they're so good, like it's gonna feel professional, especially being at the Villard Performing Arts Center.
Oh yeah, and you know what? The ages that are in this show, it's so sweet to see the littlest of the dancers all the way up to the seniors that have been working so hard. I've heard they've been working since September. The roles were cast, and then they've been rehearsing ever since then.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it's a 2-hour performance, and there's a lot of dances that happen over the course of the performance. But they were just doing dress rehearsal last night, and they're so excited to share it with you. So it's gonna be Friday and Saturday evenings at 7:30, and Saturday and Sunday there are matinees at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
And so so many opportunities to go see this performance. I highly suggest it.
Well, and you know what? And I hear that Colin Myring, our favorite instructor and world-class dancer, he's going to play a part in this. And then they're also bringing in Michael Stone, Ezra Shank. So we have some guest performers that'll be here also.
Exactly. It always up-levels the performance. As you said, it's a wide range from 5-year-olds to veterans who've taken the stage. So it's something that you do not want to miss.
Yeah. Okay. So, and we can get tickets. I think $35 are for the balcony and $45 for the lower seating. Really affordable. I mean, and they go all out with all the decor, all the set design, and the costumes are just top notch. It's really what you'd see in a big city.
Absolutely. Exactly. And it's the same music too. That's the best part. It's Tchaikovsky. It's
Oh, yeah.
like the tunes that we grew up listening to.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, we are so excited to have this. So, once again, like Meredith mentioned, a Friday night, Saturday night, 7:30, and then Saturday at 2, Sunday at 2. So, a couple different opportunities for the little kids. Maybe the matinee will be better. And this is all with Vail Friends of Dance, and then the Vail Youth Ballet Company, and then the Vail Valley Academy of Dance. They're putting this on. So, Meredith, what are they going through right now? So, they've done the dress rehearsal. The show is tonight. I mean, can these kids even think at school today, or what is happening? Are the butterflies just going on, or what?
I know. I think they actually have one more day of dress rehearsal, but
Oh, yeah,
they
it's
were
only
doing
Thursday.
dress rehearsals in this. Yes,
It's
I
only
know.
Thursday.
I feel like Friday is in the air. I will say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
almost Friday, but yeah. So they're gearing up. You know, they're doing some promo and just having hopefully some of their families come into town.
Yeah. Oh,
You know,
yeah.
we're starting to see the population here in town pick up. Even last weekend, it was
Okay.
starting to get busier.
Okay. Hey, Ken wants to come in. We're going to bring Ken into the mix. Hey, Ken. We're just
Hey,
talking
good
about the
morning.
Nutcracker over at the Villar Center, just a few steps away from you.
I was hanging on every word. I don't know that people realize, Trisha, how talented Meredith is as a dancer. Have you ever seen this?
Oh,
And I want to say this. I've seen. This is gonna be great. Look forward to it. I've seen 3 versions of Meredith. I've seen the dance version with Michaela Schifrin, and if you've not seen that, you should Google it. The Michaela Dance Challenge. I've also seen the Meredith at the MMA fights when they're playing the funky stuff, and she doesn't think anybody's watching, and we're like, "You go, Meredith. Get your song." It's amazing. And now this version of Meredith, the Nutcracker version. I mean,
yes.
she's very talented. It's very nice to get to work with her and excited to see it. So good job, Meredith. I think that's very cool.
Oh, Ken, you're making me blush this morning.
Hey,
Meredith,
hey,
I have the quick thing I was thinking about is Meredith, you know, we're getting snow, and I think it's because of you dancing. So we're just going to call it a snow dance. And then it got me thinking even more, why don't we come up with a Vail Daily Live snow dance? Like a true snow dance.
Oh, she could choreograph it.
I love it.
Yes. Yeah, we
And
get
you
all
could
the
learn it.
viewers,
Great
and
for this.
it can only consist of 3 moves, though, because that's all I can remember.
Oh. Are you going to do your own dance challenge? How about this one? Remember
Well,
that one?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
I like
well,
the
that's all I had to
snow
say.
angel.
Oh, yeah, Snow Angel. We'll incorporate that.
Yes.
Hey, Meredith, I see that you got a Zamboni behind you. I love it.
I do, I know. I don't know if you hear it or see it, but just before this, there was a different machine that was blowing all the snow off.
Oh, wow.
It looked pretty crazy, actually. But now, yep, they're icing it, and there's some pretty cool ice skating shows that happen out here.
Yes, you know what? The Vail Skating Festival is coming back, and yes, we're excited to have that back. And it's going to be on Saturday. There's going to be 2 of them, and one at 5 and one at 6. And you guys are about 20 minutes long, so you don't have to stand outside too long. But they're going to be bringing in U.S. national champion Karen Chen. She was a 2018 Olympian as well. So I think that's pretty cool. I wish I could ice skate. That's another talented gal on our team. Charlie with her ice skating. I mean,
Oh,
Ken.
I know.
Ken,
I
what are our
know,
talents?
I know you. Yours is après ski and skiing. You're a champion at that. No one can go as hard as you. For me, I don't have any skills like that anymore. Maybe beer drinking. That's about it. Trisha, I have to get into.
I know.
Park
You got to
Hyatt,
go
though.
find.
I
Yeah,
just
you
wanted
got.
to show the stuff. Yeah.
Okay, you
Jeffrey
go find
Cloonan,
Jeffrey. Yeah.
LIV Sotheby's. We're going to talk real estate up here, and then before the end of the program, I'll get back out next to the base of Centennial Express Chair 6, find out who's first in line, and bring more to our viewers. 2 new inches here, 2 at Vail. It's good stuff up here.
Okay. All right. Thanks, you guys. All right, we're gonna take it to a break. Is that what we're doing? Oh, wait. We're doing the lens of the day. Hey, not gonna do the lens of the day. Hey, I'm gonna do the helmet of the day. Okay, Meredith, if you wear your helmet? I'm sure you do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have you seen this one?
Absolutely. I mean, we know that the first day of the season we got caught without wearing our helmets, but that was due to some tricky situations in the morning.
Forgot
But
about that.
Trisha and I wear helmets. It's very important to wear your helmet
Yeah,
at
yeah.
any level.
Yeah, we were it on Beaver Creek's opening day, so we made up for it.
Yes.
But yeah, helmet's so important, and Anon has this really cool helmet that has this cool wave cell technology that actually. It's really weird. It kind of behaves like a network of hundreds of interconnected shock absorbers. I don't even know if you can kind of see that mesh in there, and what that does is also allow it distributes the energy. It takes care of if you get hit, it tries to distribute that impact. So a lot of great technology going on this helmet. But Meredith, I'd recommend a lens for a flat light day, wouldn't you?
Oh, absolutely. And especially those magnetic
Yeah.
snaps with the Anon goggles. I just keep thinking about that. I think I'm going to ask Santa for those this year
I
for
know.
Christmas because
Yeah.
it's a game changer just having your full face protected and it doesn't really fog up too, especially on a cold day where it's snowing. You really do want to protect your face.
Yeah, protect your face and go into eyepieces. They can help you with the helmet and the goggle purchase. And a lot of times I like to either bring my helmet with me when I'm buying new goggles to make sure they fit, they don't have the gap and everything. But you can buy both over at eyepieces and they'll tell you about
There's
the
actually
different lenses.
one right here.
Oh, yeah.
Right over here. This is the Solaris location.
Yeah.
One of their main locations, actually.
Okay. Yeah, that's the original. And now they have 7. Yeah, the OG of eyepieces, the Art of Vision over in Vail. So, okay, we're gonna take it to a break. Are we, Emma? Yep. Okay, I will be right back.
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, we're the locals' locker.
Oh, Roku, you want to stream? They stream big.
Did you catch the game last night?
Yeah! Yes!
It's not chestnuts roasting that bring the family together, it's you. And even though you can't make them exactly like Grandma's, you can still make it a night to remember. Save on a Samsung laundry pair from the Home Depot.
All right, if you're looking for a place that has happy hour, I know a place in Lion's Head, not too far from the Eagle Bond Gondola, number 19, in Lion's Head, right by the skier bridge. And if you're looking for their menu, once you get here, there's a QR code, and I'm taking a look at it right now. I'm talking about El Sabor, and it is a Latin American cuisine that you can find here, authentic Mexican food and tequila bar. And much like you, if you're sitting at a bar, let's order a drink. Let's meet the bartender, Holly, right now. Holly, welcome to Vail Daily Live. Thank you for having us.
Hello.
Known, you're a tequila bar, and you have a signature drink here. People love the
lot of
micheladas,
tequila.
they love the margaritas, but you guys take it a little further. Everything is made in-house, fresh ingredients. What do you have for
So
us
today we're going to do a jalapeno cilantro margarita.
Ooh.
So first we're going to use our jalapeno infused tequila with our triple sec. And so we'll do 1.5 ounces of the jalapeno tequila and 1/2 ounce of triple sec. We will add some fresh cilantro into that as well. A little bit of jalapeno bitters.
Wow.
That's
Never
what makes
heard
the
of
drink. All right. And our house-made margarita mix to top it off. Give it a little shake. And then that is your jalapeno cilantro margarita.
There it is, the training wheels. Got the lime right there, salt on the rim just the way we like it. Some like to use a straw, some don't like to use a straw, but for me, I'm gonna take this one to the head. Everything's so fresh.
So good.
And delicious. You ever get the salt? Yeah, it's time for another sip. Oh, that is fantastic. Look at, I'm really happy with this.
Glad you
I'm
like
sure you
it.
hear this all the time.
It's our most popular margarita by far. It's my personal favorite as well.
On that Sunday fun day, I'm sure people are looking for the hair of the dog, michelada.
A little michelada.
For those learning about what that is.
Favorite hair of the dog.
Oh, it's, and what is a michelada?
So it's a beer of your choice, spices, and tomato juice. So we're gonna rim it with some tahini, which gives a little spicy finish at the end. Put just a couple ice cubes in there. And then we're going to take a couple dashes of hot sauce.
Whoa. Maybe that's the secret ingredient for hair of the dog, the spices?
Yeah. A little bit of Worcestershire. Fresh squeezed lime juice. We'll use Pacifico in this case because that's what I usually do.
Pacifico?
Pacifico. You can use whatever you want, whatever your preference is. Top it off with tomato juice. Give it a little bit of a stir. And we'll top you off with a lime wedge.
Served
there
tall,
you go.
very similar to a Bloody Mary, but kind of like a bloody beer.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to take a taste of this one too. My first time having a michelada.
They're tasty.
It's probably your first time having one too. You can do so at El Sabor. Have to chase it back with something. To be responsible, thank you very much. The food's here. To be responsible, they say, even to help to make sure that you don't have a hangover, you should eat while drinking. Ty's double fisting again. All right, so food, we ordered ahead. What do I have here?
This is the barbacoa tacos. So our barbacoa is made in-house. It's marinated overnight. We top it with pickled onions, cotija cheese, cilantro, and then you get a choice of side. In this case, it's beans and rice, and a couple lime wedges.
El Sabor in Lion's Head. They have tacos. You have authentic Mexican food here. But the rumor has it that you are known for your burger.
Oh, the burgers. The burgers are the best. 2 double patties, but they're thin, and that's what makes it. It's the best. You got to come in for the burger.
Again, you can find El Sabor in Lion's Head right by the skier bridge outside, right by the Eagle Bound Gondola, number 19, on the snow, maybe 30 footsteps from the base. Happy hour, opera, 3 to 6 for your happy hour. Special
3 to 6
pricing.
every day, even on the weekends.
And the special pricing you have for during happy hour
Yep,
on
we've
drinks.
got $3 draft beers, $6 margaritas, 2 tacos for $5. You have the choice of chicken or carnitas. And then we also do a $10 burger. It's a bacon cheeseburger. Comes with a side of fries, and that's a good opportunity to come in and try our burger.
Looking around, as you can see, it is family friendly, and so are the price points. You can find El Sabor's menu online. And what's your website so they can check out the menu?
elsaborvail.com. Yep.
I have to take another bite. Thank you.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
All right, I want to give you a quick look at the weather, the roads, and what we're expecting out on the mountain today. And that Ty Diaz, he always gets the fun assignments to go eating and drinking at El Sabor. But yeah, check them out. They'll be a great place to go. Just steps away from Gandhi number 19, the Eagle Bond over in Lion's Head. But for today, we are just seeing the start of this storm. We're in a winter storm watch, a winter storm warning, depending on where you are at. Currently, the weather, or the temperature is 28 degrees. A little bit of flurries out there, not much. That is going to increase as we go later on into the day. And our wind speeds, we could see gusts up to about 20 miles per hour later on this afternoon as well. So something to think about today. And then as we look at the next couple of days, here's actually a live look as we're looking out towards the West Vail roundabouts. Traffic moving pretty well along the valley floor. Nothing's really sticking too much yet down valley. It's still wet. As you go through wall cuts, the S-turns. Ken Hoeve gave us footage of what the roads were looking like going up to Beaver Creek. There is a little layer of ice on there, and so you want to make sure that you check that out. We're going to be seeing that snow continue through tonight and to tomorrow. That winter storm watch or warning, depending on where you're at, is going to be lasting until about 6 p.m. on Friday night. And according to Joel Gratz at Opensnow, we could maybe see anywhere from about a foot. You know, it's hard to make these predictions, but we just talked to him. We're going to play that interview in just a few minutes throughout the show. But we could see quite a bit of that snow at Beaver Creek, at Vail, maybe 13 over at the Beeve, 10 over at Vail. That's his prediction right now. But I always say I'll believe it when I ski it. But let's look at the weather and mountain conditions. We're going to be seeing pretty much same configuration since Beaver Creek opened, with Centennial Lift open, as well as the Hay Meadow Express open for the beginners. And then over in Vail, we have the Lion's Head area, the gondola open to Chair 15 up at the top, and then Chair 2 kind of in the between the two villages, Avanti Express, getting you over to Midvale. And then from Midvale, you can actually ski back down to the Vail Village. So 9 a.m. is when the lifts open at both resorts. People were already heading to the line when we checked in with Meredith earlier. But right now, let's bring it back over to Ken Hoeve. I believe he's standing by with LIV Sotheby's, and we're going to be talking about some real estate opportunities. Jeffrey is in the house. Okay, guys, take it away.
Good morning, Tricia. Jeffrey, good to see you this morning.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We're talking about Cordillera this morning, but I figured why not come up to the Park Hyatt at Beaver Creek, because it's where your office is, but this is like the sweetest property in the area, I think, for Beaver Creek.
Boy, oh boy, you're absolutely right, Ken. I got to tell you, they just redid this whole entire lobby, and there's lots of Christmas spirit here, so
yes,
it's really, really cool.
Yes, lots of opportunities. I would suggest to local families, just kind of come on in and do your photo in front of the Christmas tree and send those out. But
absolutely.
There is an opportunity to become a local family that has some pretty deep roots in here, and that is through some properties up at Cordillera. Jeffrey, that's where you're the authority. I love this place, especially in the summertime, because of golf. Not that I'm a big golfer, but I just love how pristine they keep this area.
Agreed. And I got to tell you, Cordillera is absolutely a beautiful community. It is just west of Edwards. And when you think of Cordillera, you do think golf. And you think amenities, because that's what they have. They got a lot of amenities.
They do have a lot of amenities.
Yep.
They have a lot of golf. They have restaurants that are available up there. They have their security location, but also the location itself up at Cordillera is so nice. If you've never been up there and you go past the guardhouse and you go to there's multiple layers, let's say, of Cordillera. You get to the top, even if you've lived here your whole life, you have people that stand there and go, I had no idea this is what it looks like.
Absolutely. And, that gated community really, really does lend to a big number of people from Texas and Florida and New York and Connecticut and Arizona and all the hot places. Yeah. And so people come into town for the winter and really love the summer as well.
And let's face it, this has been the area that people have been moving to, especially through the pandemic, a retreat in the mountains. And we have some video footage and also some images of these properties. If you've not been to Cordillera and you're not familiar with it, have a look. It is a fantastic location, not just with its views, but also with the builds themselves.
Absolutely. And, we are seeing a lot more new construction. This one right here is a brand new construction that is going up right now. My buddies at PCW, Todd Morrison and his crew are building this for us.
How big is that?
This is 6,400 square feet. It's going to be 5 bedrooms and 7 baths. It's going to have a beautiful walkout. It sits right on the first hole of the Summit course, which is a Jack Nicklaus design. And man, oh man, cool. It is going to be super cool. And we're dialing it in. We're going to deliver this baby by the end of 2022.
That is a really, really beautiful property. And although that is the generated image of it, it's done at the location, and that's the view that you're going to get, and that's the size. I mean, pretty sweet. Yeah. I'm down in Gypsum, just a little bit past there. I look up at Cordillera every time I cruise by.
Yeah,
there's so much activity up there. What are some other properties that are available?
Well, this one right here is 145 Gore Trail, and this is also in the summit. This is going to be 4 bedrooms, and then there's going to be this fantastic sleeping loft area for the kids, going to go right above the garage. This one is about 5,700 square feet, so a little smaller than the one down the street. Also sitting right on the tee box of our Jack Nicklaus Summit course. On the first hole, and it is going to be special
And that
for
one's
sure.
done. Move right in.
This one is not done. We have it all dried in though, and we're expecting that we're going to see this one come to fruition probably around the end of the summer of 2022.
My wife is planning to rebuild our house, so I'm sure she's tuned in right now, picking up on some of these designs. The designs are the latest. Also, the views that are produced by these, you really incorporate the architecture of this to enhance the area that it's in.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we are just seeing a lot more modern amenities being offered. The 2 homes that are going up here are actually going to be forced air systems. So we can do things like oxygenation systems, and we can do things like humidification systems and air conditioning and all the kind of really cool stuff.
Are you telling me that my house will pamper me?
Yes, exactly.
My house
making
is
them
gonna
smart
show me
homes.
some love.
That's right.
I like it.
So this home here is 297 Aspen Meadow Drive. This is in the ranch of Cordillera. We have this listed at $4.2 million right now. And this one's 5 bedrooms. It has a beautiful remodel. They did everything from wood floors to brand new windows to a brand new roof. It's got a really, really great brand new kitchen with quartzite counters and Wolf appliances. It is really gorgeous.
You go in and you picture yourself making breakfast. Do we have any other properties that were coming up today? I know we had some lots.
We do. We have a couple of lots. We have 700 Granite Springs Trail. That is 2.2 acres. We're listed at just under 400,000, so 395.
Wait. You can get 2.2 acres for less than $500,000 in Cordillera?
Absolutely, positively.
Now, the other houses, they're a little out of my price range. That one, you're settling in, and let's face it, just having property up here,
true.
It's a good thing to hold on to.
Absolutely. And I also have 98 Cavison Court. That is also in the summit. That is 1.3 acres, and that one we're selling for $325,000.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
That is really good. And,
Yep.
and let me ask you this, as a builder, if you buy that, is there a time frame that you have to build within?
No, obviously we have to contend with weather. So, this is a great time to purchase a lot because then you can get all of your plans and your approvals and everything through the Cordillera Metro District and their design review board in place. So as soon as the spring thaw comes, boom, you can go right down in the ground with your shovels.
Break ground first thing. Well, Jeffrey, thank you so much. The office is located here at the Park Hyatt.
It is. Well, actually, my office is over in the Beaver Creek Lodge. And, you can go and actually take a look at some of the houses that we have available on my YouTube channel, which is Living in Vail, Colorado. And you can subscribe to that, take a look. And
you're going to put me out of work, mister.
No, absolutely not.
You're going to get me out of here.
No
Trisha,
way.
We're going to send it to Meredith and Tricia. Jeffrey, thank you so much for your time. You can find him over at the Beaver Creek Lodge.
That's right.
Some great deals, and also for locals, picking up on a couple of acres.
And you can call me too, 970-445-8388. I'm always ready to help you out and achieve your real estate goals.
All right,
Okay.
Back to you guys in the studio. Tricia.
All right. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Ken, over there at Beaver Creek. So, yeah, call Jeffrey if you have any questions about those properties up in Cordillera. But what are we doing next?
We're going to go check out Joel Gratz.
Okay. Hey, we've been talking all morning about this interview with Joel Gratz. What's going on with the snow? Here are the details. On the line now, he is with Opensnow.com, and we're talking about the storm that's coming to Colorado. And this is welcome news after, wow, Joel, weeks and weeks of unseasonably warm weather. We just hosted the World Cup downhill and Super G last week. They were fine with their machine-made snow. But now we're ready to bring it on with some storms. Tell us what's going on in the weather world.
Yeah, it's funny. Usually, or not, I don't want to say usually, but often we have had storms on those race days, which is great for the rest of us, but not for the racers. But no such luck for us this year, but lucky for them. So yeah, it's been about 2 weeks or so without much natural snow. And thankfully, we're going to have a strong storm that will bring the most snow probably Thursday night into Friday morning. This is not the storm of the century or something like that, but it is a significant storm that should bring good snowfall and make the area look a lot more like winter and maybe open up a little bit more terrain.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, a lot of times we'll get these bigger storms in October, November, even way before the slopes are open, which just sets up that nice base, a good beginning starting point. You know, we have had to really rely on the machine-made snow this year. So, but I want to remind people, even if we do get a foot or 2 feet, there's still stuff underneath. You know, do be careful, and they'll be opening up the terrain as it's deemed safe. So don't just jump out there. It looks beautiful, but you don't quite know what's underneath.
Absolutely. And, you know, when you look at some cams and some friends, or a friend sent me a picture taken from a plane above Vail and just a couple of days ago, and the north-facing slopes, while the snowpack isn't deep, at least has kept snow because it's the shaded side. The south-facing slopes and the back bowls, you know, have no snow or very, very little snow. So it'll be welcome to get the snow. We could get a little bit leading up to the storm on Thursday, but the wind direction is not favorable for Vail. However, Thursday night into Friday morning, we should see a 6 to 12 hour period of pretty intense snow.
Okay.
Temperatures will drop. The winds will go to a more favorable west and northwest direction. And all of those things point to, say, 8 to 12-ish inches. I doubt we'll get less than 6 or 8. More than a foot would be a big bonus, but even in that range would be welcome.
And what's interesting is just between the mileage of Vail to Beaver Creek, we can get different amounts or different resorts. Steamboat, Crested Butte, over in Summit County. It's interesting to see how the storms favor different resorts due to a lot of that wind.
Absolutely. And so for this storm, a lot of the beginning part of the storm, the wind direction will blow from the west-southwest or southwest, and that favors areas to the south and west of Vail. And then when that wind direction swings around and blows from the northwest, which is the best direction for Vail, that's when we'll probably see a couple-hour period of very intense snow late Thursday night or kind of sunrise-ish on Friday morning. So northwest is generally best for Vail, but there are other things in the atmosphere that control where the snow falls, not just wind direction. So while wind direction is important, it's not the only thing, but it is a big part of what I look at to see which mountain might get the most snow.
Okay, perfect. And then it looks like, according to Opensnow.com, we could get another storm next week. So tell us about that.
Fingers crossed. California is going to get a lot of snow later over the weekend and into the early part of next week. What we're watching is a piece of that storm going to break off and head east into the Rockies? The answer is probably yes, but what we don't know if that piece of the storm will track directly over Colorado or not. If it does, this could be another significant storm for the Vail Valley. If it doesn't track directly over Colorado, then maybe it's a few inches, but it's not a significant storm. So fingers crossed on that one. The Thursday, Friday storm, high confidence. Next week's Wednesday-ish storm, still low confidence.
Okay, well, we know how it is. I mean, it's hard to predict the weather, and you guys are dialing it in as much as science will allow. So we appreciate that and appreciate your time today. We know you're busy. So thank you so much, Joel, for your time. Joel Gratz with Opensnow.com, and hopefully keep your fingers crossed, do your snow dance, wash your car. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm sure it'll come. So thank you for your time today.
Okay, I don't know about you. Are you bumping to Rufus Del Sol right now? I am. He is headlining on Saturday at Powabunga. It is so exciting. This event, I live for this kind of thing. Okay, so I have all the details. So today is the first day Powabunga is kicking off, and it's starting with a welcome party at Deca Bowl, which I was earlier at Solaris. It's going to be at Deca Bowl, but you either have to buy a ticket to that after party, or you can go on a bar crawl. And the 3 bars that are part of this bar crawl are the George, Vendettas, and Root and Flower. And you're going to order a drink, and they're going to give you a ticket. And if you bring all 3 tickets to Deca Bowl, you're going to be able to attend this welcome party. I was just at a little event at Deca Bowl, and it's super cool because it feels like a club in the city. It's very swanky. And in the back, there's a whole bowling alley, but it will be in the front where the bar section is. And then tomorrow is the first night of the concerts, and the headliner is Bob Moses. He's pretty dope. All these artists are very much like house EDM music. So I'm sure there's going to be some cool lights, and it's all located at Ford Park, which is about a 10-minute walk east of me. Above the Ford Play Park, it's going to be in that parking lot. And that's the same parking lot for the amphitheater as well. And then the after party on Friday is going to be at Dobson. And so, again, you can purchase tickets to that after party. And then on Saturday, Rufus Del Sol is headlining. He's going to end us starting at 8:30 p.m. And then the after party on Saturday is at the Ski House. So they're just going to be continuing the hype. And then Sunday is the recovery day. We're going to be drinking bottomless mimosas, Bloody Marys, and this is actually going to be at Fall Line, which is right here. And you do have to purchase tickets to this brunch, but it's called Bottomless Bingo Brunch. And let me tell you, there's no pants allowed at this brunch. Take it for whatever you want to do, just no pants allowed. Yeah, so those are $40 to go to that brunch. And just a quick info for tickets at the concerts, they are sold out. You could try to go and maybe scalp a ticket. You never know. Sometimes people are selling them at the front, but the concerts are sold out. You're going to need a wristband. So you're going to exchange your tickets, and the early check-in to get those wristbands are going to be at Deca Bowl Thursday, today from 4 to 10, and then tomorrow 12 to 3. And then there's a regular box office at Ford Park, and you can pick up those tickets Friday 3 to 10 and Saturday 2 to 10. No backpacks allowed. You can bring a little fanny pack. Normally you kind of go like fun clothing, like vintage clothes, colorful, neon, kind of similar attire to the last day of the mountain or Gaper Day. You're just bringing that hype. You could shop at Gorsuch. They've got some incredible outfits, or just around the corner at Aviation Nation, 1970s retro ski gear. So yeah, bring the hype, bring the vibes. I am so excited to attend this. We're going to be vlogging throughout the event, so you can kind of see the
29.
experience. They encourage you to ski right into the concert, so it's just the full ski town experience.
I know. You know what? This is going to be great, and it's a big, big weekend. We're glad to have this event back. We're glad to have all sorts of events back. So, Meredith, thanks for this report. Hey, speaking of reports, we're going to give you the weather right now. This weather report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches since 1897. They're located in Solaris, where Meredith was just a little earlier in our show. She was out there by the ice rink, and then Zamboni was smoothing things out. They were clearing the snow off as well. We'll talk about our snow in just a minute. Hey, but Ken, help me do the weather, all right? I mean, we got the storm rolling in, and Joel Gratz is saying we could see over on Vail Mountain. Yeah. There's your
Got it
buddy.
up.
There's your buddy.
Yeah.
We could see, about a foot of snow throughout the valley, depending on where you're at. Each mountain will get a little bit of a different amount. It's here. It's finally here.
I'm going through it, and I'm reading it, and I'm shaking my head like, is this really going to happen?
I know.
And
I know.
you know Joel, he is the weather savant, and he's generally really spot on. So I'm optimistic. I mean, you can see the clouds moving in, and he's saying it's according to these multi-models that this system could see 7 to 13 inches. Is that what I heard correctly on the interview as well? Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed on that. I do know this, Tricia, that we did have rain down valley. That should turn into some snow with the cooler temperatures. But from Avon to the east, up over the top of Vail Pass, here at Beaver Creek Mountain, lightly snowing down low, more intense up high, and looking over toward Grouse, we're seeing quite a few flurries. So
yeah,
he could be spot on with this one.
Well, and you know what? Our daytime high, we're going to be into the 30s today, and that could mean mountain snow valley rain. So we could still have more rain down valley, and that's such a dangerous mix, because then when you have that moisture, that rain turn to ice on the roads, I think tonight.
I did it this morning.
I know.
Yes, I shared that video this morning. It was it was icy coming up into Beaver Creek, but it's great to have the moisture. I know everyone's been wondering where the snow is at. I dropped my board off down at Christie Sports to get tuned 2 days ago, so I think that has something to do with it. I'm going to pick that up today.
I know. I tried to wash my car. The car wash was closed. I was like, anything I can do. But we got the snow dances going on and everything. So, but Ken, we did get 2 inches of new last night. So on both mountains, that's what each resort is saying. And what's the vibe? Anyone in line? Is First Chair Fred down there?
No. I don't see First Chair Fred, but there is somebody else. There's a couple other dudes down here. Fred might not get the first chair today. The snow quality is really good, light, makes a great snowball, but be careful. You don't want to get nailed with an assault charge by hitting the wrong person with one of those. Great to see the snow returning. Excellent vibe, I think, in the valley overall. As Christmas is upon us in no time, I would say get your holiday shopping done early. But this is the year to remember it is truly not what you get, it's what you give. And I think giving is so important. So just be cool to each other. We live in a great place, and I know everyone's stressed because the amount of employees or lack of employees, things like that are going down. So let's make it easy on everybody and start sending the holiday cheer now. But back to you, Trisha, because I got to get out of here before my parking costs go up.
Get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, we'll take it over to Meredith. All right, thank you. Meredith, hey, looks like we got a little bit of line back there, huh?
Oh yeah, it's 30 line. They are excited to get up there because there is, again, like you said, 2 inches of fresh snow. So those powder lovers, they're always going to get up there and try to find those patches. But I would say there's probably about 30 people in line already.
Wow. Okay.
I
And,
know,
and
pretty
it doesn't
impressive.
open for 25 more minutes, so that's kind of crazy.
I know. And another thing that I heard, Trish, and I've been trying to do some investigating this morning, but on Vail Mountain's Instagram, 16 hours ago, they posted that starting today, Born Free Express Chair 8 is going to start to spin. Now, I did check the Epic Mix, and it does say it's closed, but maybe it's just, it hasn't made the update. So this is some exclusive finds. But even when I'm looking on the map of what trails are open, there's a lot more in Lion's Head. We're getting closer to skiing Lion's Head, which is really exciting.
Yeah, you know what? I've noticed that their trails have gone from, 25, and once again, these are catwalks, these are portions of trails. There's the upper Ramshorn, lower Ramshorn. They have all the different names for these trails, but we've gone from 25 to 33. And so I'm just trying to figure out too what is open. So, you know what? We'll have to figure out more today and see when it actually is spinning and then it's happening. But that would be great for Lion's Head to have that. But once again, the only top to bottom skiing is where you're standing. You can ski down to Vail Village or ride down to Vail Village, but not to Lion's Head as we know it. It may change today, but.
Exactly, yeah. And this is the only access point to the mountain as well. So it's going to bring you to Chair 4, Chair 2. But yeah, on Lion's Head, we have Born Free, lower middle, and upper middle, all available. And Buena Junction, Coyote Crossing, Ledges. So we're definitely starting to see some of those new trails in Lion's Head.
Good. All right. And then that gets you over to Chair 2, and then Chair 2 can get you to Midvale. So, all right, we can get some more there. Well, I like the snow. I like the snow on your hair. It's coming down, and we're going to be seeing it come throughout the day. Okay, thanks, Meredith. And thanks for watching this morning. Hey, do we have any chat, Emma, that we wanted to bring in? I know that someone was saying, Ride Divide, love Opensnow. Thank you for that. Also, James Doherty, he's loving the El Sabor report in Lion's Head. So, yep. And then James, there's the other one in Vail, but they're not related, is El Segundo. Right, Meredith? Like there's El Sabor, and that's Garfinkel's sister restaurant. And then El Segundo's is Montauk's sister restaurant. So
And they both have incredible margaritas and tacos.
yes,
Both.
they do. I know. So wherever you end your day, you're gonna have great margs and tacos. So okay, perfect. All right, thanks.
Oh yeah,
Meredith.
and Los Amigos too.
Oh,
They got
yeah.
some good margaritas as well.
We definitely do it. The margarita report for you. We'll be giving you the snow report and the margarita report tomorrow. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. We're going to sign off on VDL. We'll see you tomorrow.